Yo, let me see if y'all can hear me first and foremost. While we get started on this thing today, man. Appreciate y'all joining me, whoever is joining me for this session right here. Make sure my microphone's up. Go to YouTube, check this thing out, do some little tests real quick. Wait for some folks to get in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we good. We live, baby. We live. Anybody that want to come chat? Michael Martinez, man. How about them Cowboys, dog? Let me tell you, bro. You know, I feel like a broken record. Let me light a candle because I need the woo side right now. Thing is, my expectations were so low. I'm not even disappointed, Mike. You know, that's how we do it. You know, we just going. I don't ever like to say I expect to lose, but when that's my quarterback, and I'm dealing with this organization like we have been, y'all see this right here, right? That's Super Bowl champions. See the date right there? January 31st, 1993. See what I'm saying? 1993, bro. You know, I feel you. I see you, Mike. You know, you say get rid of McCarthy. I like McCarthy, bro. Like McCarthy, he ain't the issue, quite honestly. Gotta light my candle, man. Give me some good vibes in here. I don't think Mike McCarthy's the issue. Kellen Moore might be an issue, but you know what? McCarthy and Kellen Moore ain't out there making decisions on the field. You know what I'm saying? They're not the ones out there playing. So I feel that anyone blaming a coach or anybody that's not involved in the actual gameplay, I don't think that's right. And quite honestly, I put this solely on the guys on the field. And there's one in particular. I know that, you know, Brett Maher, towards the end of the season, started getting the yips a little bit, but even he was consistent all year long and got helped us get to this point that we're at right now, or that we were at before this last loss. Brett Maher was our most improved player of the year to me. Remember, he wasn't even on the team last year, right? He was our kicker the year before, worked his butt off, came back, and he was Mr. Automatic for the majority of the season. So, you know, he got that field goal block, came back, or the extra point blocked, and came back and redeemed himself. But y'all know who I'm about to talk about right now. And it is one Dak Prescott. Good Lord, like, let me see. Let me come up out this hoodie, man. I'm getting hot in this light real quick. I ain't know it's gonna be a strip tease. But yeah, man, it would be cool to get Sean Payton in here, man. You know, but I like Mike McCarthy. He's a proven Super Bowl winning head coach. Of course, he had one Aaron Rodgers, and you can't say he only won a Super Bowl because of Aaron Rodgers, because that's the only Super Bowl Aaron Rodgers has won. Only time Aaron Rodgers has won an MVP. Well, did he win MVP last year? I'm not sure. I don't know if I can make that statement, but I know he did win an MVP while he was under Mike McCarthy. I do know that much. Now I'm looking at what an exceptional job our defense did today. So as I look at these stats, you know, I see San Francisco total yards Total yards, 312 total yards. That's pretty solid, when we're talking about an NFL team in the playoffs. You're holding Christian McCaffrey to 35 yards rushing in the game, right? Elijah Mitchell had 51 yards rushing in the game. Debo Samuel, 11 yards rushing in the game, right? So they're dynamic players from a rushing standpoint. We held them down. Debo Samuel only had 45 yards receiving in the game. George Kittle only had 95 yards receiving. Look, if I'm on the defense, bro, like I'm not talking to Dak like all offseason, bro. Like Dak, you ain't got no words for me, bro. I'm sorry. You got nothing to say to me. I don't believe in you at this point. I don't know how you weaseled your way into this contract with a broken leg, and now Pollard's on the hook. Our most dynamic player on offense is on the hook. He might not be back next year, right? I don't know if we can afford that guy next year, right? Meanwhile, Dak wants his, 160 million. Boy, please, dog. Like, when did Dak sign that contract? Let me look and see, man. When did Dak sign? I think he's in the third year of his contract. I hope to God, man, because that was the biggest con job I ever seen in my life. Dak Prescott contract. When did he sign this? Prescott signed a 4-year, $160 million contract. $6 million signing bonus, $126 million guaranteed. Yeah, I hope to God this is the third year of his contract so he can have his guaranteed money out the way. And let's cut him right now, man. Like straight up. When did he sign this contract? Fully guaranteed money, $95 million. All right, he signed this contract in 2021, right? So we're 2 seasons through this contract. And bro, like I'm done, bro. Like I've been done with Dak, man, for years, bro. Like I don't understand how anybody can continue to support this dude, man. Like I said, if you follow me on Facebook, matter of fact, let me go on and let people know I'm live. It ain't like I got no huge following, millions of people, but still, I want to bring this up right now. We're gonna talk about this. Give me a second, man. We are live. Let's talk. You know, and y'all probably think I'm a Dak hater and all this and all that. Man, whatever. I love the Cowboys. Okay. I love winning. I love Super Bowls. You see that Deion Sanders? That's a champion right there. Right? Champion for the Cowboys, champion for the 49ers. That's a Super Bowl champion. I don't know who in their right mind thinks that Dak Prescott can lead us to a Super Bowl championship. He's the most inconsistent guy I've ever seen, bro. You know, um, let's talk about what he does well, right? Post game interviews, excellent. Midweek interviews, he's amazing. His little salsa dance, you know, top three, top three in salsa in the league. Uh, Comfort mattress, his little sleep number, right? Amazing, amazing commercial talent. All right, Dak Prescott off the field is everything you want in a quarterback. Great intangibles, great leadership, practices well. I guess I haven't been to uh, any. They don't call it spring training, but training camps in the NFL. I haven't been to any of the training camps, but from what I see, he don't look that sharp in training camp. I don't know why everybody's so gung ho about this guy. Okay, I like championships. I like to win. We haven't done it in more than half of my life now. I was what 13 when we won that one. I think we didn't win in what we went 93, what we went 94, 96 or something like that. Something like that. It's been a while since we won a championship. I'm still living at my mama's house before college. I was in high school barely. Okay. And I just don't understand what people are getting behind right here. I consider anybody that's a Dak fan, they hate the Cowboys. You don't want to see us win because the more you support this guy, the more you go out and buy his jerseys, his T-shirts, the more you talk all your talk on Kellen Moore is the reason why Dak is so bad. Dak is bad because Dak is bad. All right. I talked about his good things. I talked about his good qualities. All right. Now, what does Dak not do well? He doesn't do anything well in the game. Okay. He's accurate. We already understand he's a very inaccurate quarterback. When was the last time Dak? His ball placement is brutal. Okay. Constantly, getting Zeke beat up every time Zeke runs a route. He's got to watch out for getting his ribs broken. Constantly got his receivers stretching back like this, back like this. Michael Gallup burns a guy tonight, right? And Dak throws it all the way back to the other side of Michael Gallup is running, towards the center of the field. Dak throws it back towards the numbers. All right. How many times do we see a guy running a slant? If Dak would just place the ball right here, they could catch it and go. But no, every time he's right here. Right here in the NFL, that's a step. That's one step that the defender's on you, man. Dak holds the ball too long. He's indecisive when he wants to run, right? He stares receivers down. Everybody, Stevie Wonder can see who he's throwing to, bro. Down said Hut. He's staring Schultz down the whole time. He's staring CeeDee Lamb down the whole. Whoever he's throwing to, he is staring him down the entire time. Last week, we thought we saw progress because, wow, for a change, we saw Dak look off a guy and come back to a receiver. And guess what? The guy was wide open. Why is that? Because the coverage slid over, and now that created a gap for the guy on the backside. It's like he knows who he's throwing to before the snap, and he's going to stare at him. He doesn't go through his progressions, right? He doesn't try to get the linebackers moving or the safeties moving one way and then coming back, boom, hitting the guy. The difference between Dak and Pat Mahomes is night and day. It's no conversation, right? Dak got beat by a rookie this year that was drafted in the 7th round. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I would love to trade Dak, but you know what? He conned the Cowboys into putting a no trade clause in his contract. We're stuck. We're stuck with a horrible quarterback, man. We're stuck with a horrible quarterback, man. What do we have to look forward to? I already knew we were going to lose this game today. Why is that? Because Dak doesn't beat good teams. You know who does beat good teams on our team right now? Cooper Rush. Yeah, Cooper Rush has got the most impressive wins all season. The guy beat the Cincinnati Bengals, I believe, in Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Let's look at this. Dak. Hold on. Where we at? Look at this regular season. Dak comes out, loses to the Bucks that went 9-8. They barely were a 500 team this year. Whoop, Dak took that first L, 19-3. Gets injured. Right? Yep. Injury. Okay. Come back. Cooper Rush, man, ignites a fire in our team. Comes back. He beats the Bengals, a very good Bengals team, 20-17. I'm sorry, that game was at home. Cooper Rush beats the Giants 23-16. He beats the Commanders 25-10. He beats the Rams 22-10. So people are like, Cooper Rush, he just managed the offense and he didn't, he wasn't like he was doing much. He was barely scoring 20 points. Well, you know what Cooper Rush does? He allows Kellen Moore to call a better game, right? Because Kellen Moore knows this guy is not going to make stupid passes, throwing the ball all over the place. Don't have to worry about him scrambling. Like, Cooper Rush just gets it done. All Dak had to do was manage this team properly. All right? Throw the ball to the receivers when needed accurately. Okay, hand the ball off. I will say something that hurt us bad. Okay, Tony Pollard, and I feel horrible for this guy because he's got a contract coming up. Tony Pollard breaks his leg right before halftime. Okay, and similar tackle to when Dak broke his leg. Okay, Tony Pollard breaks his leg. That's been our most dynamic player on offense all season long. You know what? We might not get him back next year. You want to know why? Because of this stupid contract we have with Dak Prescott. Like, I'm seriously thinking about boycotting, man. Anybody out there with me on that? Anybody want to boycott next year? Let's jump on the Cincinnati Bengals bandwagon for a little bit, just until Dak leaves. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm silver and blue through and through. But I can only take so much, you know, piss poor leadership, quarterbacking. The dude's horrible, man. Right? Yeah, Dak and Zeke's contract. See, I've been cool with Zeke until here recently in the past like 8 games. Okay. And I'm still cool with Zeke, but he's not the player he was anymore. Right? Zeke reminds me of Jason Witten later on in his career, going down way too easy. Just doesn't have that burst anymore. Oftentimes slipping. I think he's a little too heavy right now. He needs to lean up a little bit. Pollard, showing out, averaging 5 yards a carry. Pollard ran for 1,000 yards this year. And I've been trying to tell people, man, the Cowboys they're doing Pollard pretty whack because Pollard will get us all the way down the field. And then Zeke comes in and gets the touchdown. Well, you want to know why? Contract negotiations. If Pollard doesn't have those touchdowns, he can't use that leverage in his contract negotiations. No matter how many other people understand and know how great and how dynamic of a running back he is, he doesn't have those stats. Pollard ended up the season with 9 touchdowns. Pollard should probably have 15, 17, 18 touchdowns this year. Right? But he gets us all the way downfield, and then Zeke pounds it in. Pollard could have done that. But we know why. Like I said, contract reasons. They didn't want Pollard scoring those touchdowns. Now Pollard has a broken leg, going into the offseason with a broken leg, and he's got a negotiated contract with a new team or with the Cowboys, and now they have leverage over him because we don't know how he's going to come back from that injury. He's a running back with a broken leg. Let's think about a racehorse with a broken leg. They kill him, right? A racehorse breaks his leg, they shoot the horse. Pollard is a very hard worker, so I think he'll come back just fine. I don't know how serious of an injury it is. It looked pretty bad, but I hope he comes back just fine. I hope the Cowboys honor that man and give him a solid contract or whatever team. If I'm Tony Pollard, I'm probably sitting out next year rehabbing on contract with the Cowboys and waiting for Dak to get up out of here. I don't want to play with Dak. I don't know how he is in the locker room, but on that field, I don't want to play with Dak. Dak Prescott is whack Prescott. He like the word that I've used is Daccuracy. What's up, Prince? You come talk about Dak with me or what?
I want to.
Okay, well go in there and ask mommy, okay?
I want mine by gummy.
Huh?
I want mine by gummy.
Okay, go get your gummy. I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
No, you get it.
I'll see you in a little bit.
I'm not get it.
Okay, go ask mommy for your gummy, man. She's right in there.
You.
See, y'all got it. This is Dak Prescott right here. I'm sure Dak doesn't listen to anybody. Will you close that door, please? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Y'all, hold on. Let me close my door real quick. Let's talk about it, man. Leave your comments. We'll talk about it. Yeah, but let's get back to it, right? So tonight, like I said, our defense showed up, did what they were supposed to do. And Dak Prescott once again, man. You know, I'm not gonna blame this. You can't blame the kicker. You can't blame Brett Maher, right? That guy, like I said, he's had a hell of a year, man. Dude's been automatic. You know who hasn't been consistent and automatic? Dak. He's consistently been bad. I say that much. Okay. I was thinking he'd have a pick six at some point in this game. Almost had one. Linebacker just dropped the ball on that last drive. And that last play was, I don't know what that last play was. Right. But as I stated in the title, if you're a Dak Prescott fan, there's no way you can be a Dallas Cowboys fan because the guy doesn't win against good teams. Hell, he wasn't winning against bad teams towards the end of the season. He barely beat the Houston Texans, right? What do you have to look forward to? Why would you want this guy, sleep number guy, lead? He's a sleepy dude. Why would you want a sleepy man leading your team, bro? Like, it's just so frustrating, man. Absolutely frustrating. Somewhat unrelated to quarterback and how much of the value placed on players has to do with the merchandise and branding. Seems to be Dak isn't worth the money as a QB, but what about as an asset? I don't know about you, but I'm not going to Cowboys games to watch Dak Prescott. What Dak does off the field, right? Now for the brand, he's good for the brand because you don't have to worry about him off the field. He's not a headache. He's not a troublemaker, right? That's good leadership, whatever. But I don't care about that. I care about wins. Okay. And I understand him being an asset off the field, being a good example. People rally around him. But look, you still got to face your guys in that locker room after you continuously play poorly every week. If I'm on defense, I'm not talking to Dak. I'm done talking to Dak. I got nothing to believe in anymore. Every time you come in the game, we're right back in the game every 5 minutes because you're three and out. You're indecisive. Every decision he makes negatively affects someone else on the field, whether it's the defense, his receivers, laying them out to get crushed. So many times I've seen Dak throw a ball to Zeke, boom, swing pass, boom, throws a ball to Zeke, and then looks away because he knows he shouldn't have thrown that ball to Zeke. There's a linebacker sitting right behind, ready to ear hole. Or he throws a ball to CD Lamb, and CD or whoever goes diving across the middle, and they get destroyed and killed. Amari Cooper was happy to get out of here. I wish to God we could trade Dak for Deshaun Watson. We'd actually have a quarterback. And it has nothing to do with the round that he was drafted. All right, but I don't know if Dak's a winner. Can somebody tell me if Dak's ever won a championship? Has ever been on the winning side of a season? I don't know what his expectations are. I don't know if he knows how to win. Clearly, it doesn't seem that way. As soon as he took a number one, the week that they gave Mississippi State number one when he was quarterback up there, the week that they went to number one, they lost the very next week. He couldn't handle the pressure. So pressure bust pipes and make diamonds, and Dak is a busted pipe every time he comes around to a team that's 500 and better. Like I don't think now I don't want to speak on conspiracy theories, but I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna talk about that. About the name on the back of his jersey and why the Cowboys want him to be the quarterback. That goes a lot deeper in American history, but that's just something else that I just like to throw in the mix every now and again, just to make people think about something. But no, he's not a good quarterback. You go down the list, you take the time, any point in time, you go down the list of quarterbacks in the NFL on the starting quarterbacks and some backups. Go down each team in the NFL and tell me how many quarterbacks you would rather have that you think could take this roster that we have and lead us to the Super Bowl, or at least deeper than what Dak Prescott's doing. We have a dynamic team, bro. And I think that, when I went through the list of quarterbacks in the NFL, I got to about 25 teams. There were about 24 quarterbacks, and there were 2 backup quarterbacks that I would take over Dak Prescott. Now that's just me. I'm sorry. But you put hell, let's go in our own division. You put Jalen Hurts on the Cowboys, Super Bowl. You put Daniel Jones on the Cowboys, possibly Super Bowl. Hell, you put Taylor Heineke on the Cowboys. That man at least competes with less talent and wins a lot of games. He had the Washington Commanders on a 5-game winning streak with a horrible talent. Like, who's on the Commanders? I don't know. I can't name a player. But the Dallas Cowboys team, hell, we've had the most talented teams around Dak Prescott that we've ever had. Tony Romo never had teams around him like that. Like, let's think about it. I think the most dynamic team Tony Romo had around him was with DeMarco Murray, Dez Bryant, and Jason Witten. That's 3 guys. 3 guys. 3. Okay? He had T.O. on the team. Marion Barber. I mean, he was good for us, but he wasn't a top running back in the league. Right? Dak's got a Pro Bowl offensive line. He's got 2 dynamic running backs. He's got CeeDee Lamb, T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton was the number 1 receiver for the Colts for a long time. Okay? We didn't even use that guy. Besides when Dak would snap the ball, stare him down, and throw a deep ball. Like, is that all you got? That's all you learn how to do with this guy in the month that he's been here, bro? Yeah, Mike White. Yeah, great point. I bring this up all the time. Mike White was a backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. He should be starting here right now. Starting here right now. Dak's mechanics are brutal. His fundamentals are brutal. All right? Like, everybody in the stadium knows where he's going with the football because he stares at him for 5 seconds. All right? And seriously, 5 seconds because now he's throwing the ball late. That interception he threw to that out route today. Why would you throw that pass, bro? Why? The cornerback ran a better route than Michael Gallup. Had you thrown it on time, Gallup actually had some space. But since you wanted to hold it, stare him down, and throw it 3 seconds late, the guy picks it off. Why'd you throw the ball? That's another thing. Dak's constantly throwing in double and triple coverage, either downfield or 5 yards away from him. Why are we throwing the ball in double coverage to CeeDee Lamb across the middle of the field, bro? Did you not see it was cover 2? Right? Where's the hole in cover 2? Between the safeties. Not at linebacker depth. You have a linebacker that's dropping, and he did his job, right? And then you have this nickelback over here that went into his zone, did his job, slid over, deflected the pass, and now the linebacker that was dropping, ball lands right in his lap. That's horrible decision making, bro. You take too many sacks. Your rookie season, you threw the ball away. Where'd that go? You don't do that anymore. Like, I don't know. Dak don't know who he is anymore. He had one good season. The only good season he had Tony Romo in his hip pocket, telling him what to do, what to look for. And then after that season, Dak has been on a steady decline. Right? They say, "Oh, he's not typical." The dude's been throwing interceptions since he signed his contract. Like, what are we here for? Like, straight up. I believe we're a better team. I'm not saying Cooper Rush is a more talented quarterback than Dak Prescott, but I believe we are a better team when Cooper Rush is at quarterback. Period. The proof is in the pudding. The dude beat the Bengals, bro. He was 4-1. We were rolling. He was doing his job, managing the offense. Wasn't many 3 and outs. We were at least, eating up some clock when we weren't scoring. Giving our defense a breather. Everybody wants to play the blame game, to blame Dak. It's Jerry and Steven's fault. Sticking with the coaching staff, keep getting out coached. Getting out coached. Oh, we got out coached when he threw them interceptions? Is that what that was? We're gonna blame Kellen Moore for every one of Dak's interceptions? Kellen Moore just calls the play. He's not the one throwing the ball. I'm tired of people making excuses for Dak. Eric Bennett, you are a Cowboys hater, bro. And you're the reason why the Cowboys won't be successful as long as Dak Prescott is here. Because of people like you. Because you make excuses for a bad quarterback, staring down guys, overthrowing guys. When are we going to blame the dude with the ball in his hand all game? Not the guys with the clipboard and the guy up in the press box. I'm tired of hearing this. As long as Dak is under center or in shotgun, the Cowboys are going nowhere. He's not a Super Bowl quarterback. How can y'all not see this by now? Yeah, I'm glad we got a black quarterback. Yay, that's cool, but he sucks. So now let's go get a good quarterback. How about that? How about that? It ain't black and white. I'm a Cowboys fan, bro. So yeah, Eric Bennett, it's because of you and people like you and your opinions as to why we won't get to the Super Bowl as long as number 4 is under center. Period. It ain't a black and white thing. It's a winning thing. It's a goal thing. So stop making excuses, bro. It ain't Steven's fault. He didn't throw a pick. It ain't Kellen's fault. He didn't throw the picks. How many picks did Dak throw? 15 picks? What, he played 9 games this season? Is that acceptable? We okay with that? That's your standard, bro? Hey, move on, man. Move around. You the reason why. You the reason why. You a Cowboys hater. You're a Dallas Cowboys hater, bro. If you mess with Dak, you're a Cowboys hater. If you blaming anybody but the guy with the ball in his hand, you're a Cowboys hater. You're a Cowboys hater. You can hate me. You can hate what I'm talking about. You're a Cowboys hater. Anybody that's for the Cowboys, it's bright as day. Plain to see. We need to get him out of there. We got too much talent on the field. We're about to lose our best coach, Dan Quinn. Wasted another season believing in this horrible quarterback of ours. And yeah, I can blame Dak because he's the quarterback. He's the leader. Who else you going to blame? Anybody else? Anybody else got something to say about any of the coaches or anybody in the front office? Steven and the front office have done a hell of a job putting the team around Dak. Dak is running us off a cliff. And everybody has no choice but to fall behind him. I wasn't even disappointed today. I knew what was going to happen. My expectations were so low, I could only be excited if we would have won. I could only be happy if we would have won. I didn't get freaking excited about Dak beating 45-year-old Tom Brady last week and a bad Tampa Bay Bucks team. They barely got out of the worst division in the league this year, man. They were 9-8. What did y'all expect? Y'all thought the Bucks were going to come out and have a great game against the Cowboys? No. Dak is like a big bully, bro. Dak is a bully. He beats up on bad teams and gets his ass beat when somebody else steps up to him that's comparable or better. And like I said, I went through 25 teams. I went through 24 teams that I would rather have their quarterback than ours. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it right now. How about that? Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen. Would you rather have Josh Allen than Dak? Absolutely. Miami Dolphins. Tua. Would you rather have a healthy Tua than Dak? Absolutely. New York Jets. Mike White. Would you rather have Mike White than Dak Prescott? Absolutely. Matter of fact, we had him, but we gave him away. Believing in a con artist. Believing in a con artist. When he ran into the D lineman in the end zone. Terrible prior to that last drive when he ran into the D lineman in the end zone. Which I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what you're talking about, Keetry. I'm trying to think about what you're talking about right there. But yeah, bro, like Dak is just yeah. Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about when he rolled out to the right and like what was that, bro? And he just throws the ball, looking like Tim Tebow out there, bro. Like what play? I have no idea what he was thinking. I have no idea. Like he just like I said, pressure bust pipes and makes diamonds, and Dak is a busted pipe. But let's keep going down this list of teams of quarterbacks that I'd rather have than Dak Prescott. All right. New England Patriots, they got Matt Jones. That's one. It's about even. Okay. At least Matt Jones, I know he can win. He won a national championship in Alabama. So I know he knows what it takes to win a championship. So I might have to lean towards Mac Jones in that instance. Okay. So that's 3.5, 4 quarterbacks right there out of 4 teams. Baltimore Ravens, I'll take Tyler Huntley and Lamar Jackson over Dak Prescott on this roster. Both of those guys could come and win football games with this roster. Cincinnati Bengals, there's no question. Joe Burrow is a top tier quarterback, without a doubt. A much better quarterback than Dak Prescott. That's not even a question. No, what you're talking about, Dak Prescott is just terrible, man. Yes, he is. I defended the guy for 7 years, but I'm done with him now, especially after a year like this. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to go through it and have your hopes up for the past 7 years. If you would have came over here, bro, like I've been trying to tell you, man, what I see. His mechanics, bro. He is not a fundamentally sound quarterback, and that's what carries you in this league. Is your fundamentals, looking guys off, getting the ball out on time, accuracy, right? Pre-snap reads, right? Having an understanding of what the defense is trying to do to you so you can manipulate the defense with your eyes, not telling everybody where you're going with the ball, holding the ball too long. Everything a quarterback is not supposed to do, Dak does it. Taking sacks. Everything a quarterback is not supposed to do, Dak does it, including interceptions. So, Noah, I'm glad you see the light, bro. You can only go up from here. Okay. You can't be disappointed anymore. So, welcome. You are no longer a Cowboys hater. Jay, when was the last time Dak threw a slant? It's like they know he can't throw into his. He can't. He can't. He can't. He cannot. He can't throw slants. I mean, I don't want to say he can't. I've seen him throw slants to Dak or to CD Lamb. I've seen him throw slants to Michael Gallup. I don't think the slant is used enough. There was a time in the game that I called for a slant. The 49ers had press coverage. It was like 3rd and 5. It was like, this is a perfect time for a slant. But no, we didn't throw a slant. I don't know what we did. But anyways, I'm gonna keep going on with this list, man. But yeah, you're right. You're right. That's just not what he does, man. Is that my boy Lou? That's my boy Lewis, man. Yeah. Yeah, Dak is they understand how limited he is. And I don't know why. I think they gave him that money based off his first couple seasons and then breaking his leg. But horrible decision to sign a broke leg quarterback to 160 million over 4 years, and we're paying for it. Those are some more. Every decision they've made around Dak's career, from starting him over Tony Romo in the playoffs that year to signing him to a $160 million contract, um, they've been piss poor decisions, and we are paying for them to this day. But we'll keep going down this list of quarterbacks. We ended with Joe. Right now, we are for sure 5 for 5 with the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, New England Patriots. I said about even, but I lean towards Mac Brown because he won a national championship in college and knows what it takes to win a championship. So I got more confidence in him with this roster, right? 2 quarterbacks from Baltimore, Todd Hundley and, of course, Lamar Jackson over Dak. Joe Burrow for dang sure over Dak. Deshaun Watson, absolutely. All right, so that's 7 teams we've gone through that I'd rather have that starting quarterback over Dak. Pittsburgh Steelers, Not so much. I haven't seen enough out of that rookie yet. A couple years down the road, if he continues to develop at the trajectory at the where he is right now, possibly would take him over Dak. But I can't say that right now. Texans, I can't take their quarterbacks over Dak. Indianapolis Colts, absolutely not. Matt Ryan's another con artist. I don't know how he's been in the NFL this long. Can't take him over Dak. So that's what 7 out of the first 10 teams that I've 8 out of the first 10 teams that I've taken their quarterback over Dak. Jacksonville Jaguars, absolutely, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence over Dak. Tennessee Titans can't take their quarterback over Dak. What are we talking about? No, let me see. I don't see a world where Jerry Jones gets rid of Dak. But anyway, Zeke played awful, like he has been since after his rookie season. And then also Trayvon Diggs needs to learn how to read an offense as well as make tackles. He's getting absolutely ran over by everyone. Yeah, so first addressing Zeke. Yeah, Zeke, man, he's beat up, bro. He's damaged goods at this point. He's not the dynamic runner. He doesn't have that burst. He can't put his foot in the ground. I see him slipping all the time now. He's not, before it would take, at least uh, two guys to get Zeke down. He would, get past that first tackler, and it would take at least that second guy to get Zeke on the ground. Now Zeke is going down. Like Zeke is going down. He's not making good reads. Past couple weeks, I've seen holes in him make the wrong cut. Right. Just going the wrong. Like he's just. I think Pollard put pressure on Zeke, and now he's just out there running into people instead of, being the patient explosive running back that he used to be. But he's taking some hits. I know he had that knee injury earlier in the season, and I don't know if he ever really recovered from that. But he looks a little heavy right now, and he's not who he was. I mean, that's what happens, man. The span of an average NFL running back is four years, I believe. So yeah, we're seeing father time and those NFL hits, take a toll on Zeke at this point. So. Um, But again, Zeke's not the reason we lost. All right. If we take those two interceptions away, that's 6 points. Um, that's a 13-12 game. But we were also in scoring position, okay, on one of those interceptions, if I can remember correctly, right? So if we kick a field goal instead of throwing an interception, that gives us 15 points. Take away those 6 points they scored on those two interceptions, that gives San Francisco 13 points. Cowboys win 15-13. If we take away those piss poor throws, like what were you doing on those throws anyway? Jeez Louise, man. It's all good. But we're gonna keep going down this list, right? So far, just in case y'all are a little late to the party. So far, 7 out of the first 10 teams that I've named, I'd rather have their quarterback than Dak Prescott. Okay. Jacksonville Jaguars, absolutely, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence over Dak. Tennessee Titans, I can't say. I think Tannehill and Dak are about the same quarterback, so wouldn't take Tannehill. Russell Wilson on this roster, I'm taking over Dak. Pat Mahomes, no conversation, no question. I'm taking over Dak. Derek Carr, I'm taking over Dak. Josh Herbert, I'm taking over Dak. So every team in the AFC but three, I'm taking that quarterback over Dak. And I keep hearing people talk about Dak as a top 5 quarterback. In what world, bro? In what world? Y'all must not want to win. If we're talking about golf and the lowest score, yeah, I'll take Dak. If we're playing golf, I'll take Dak. If we're playing football and we want to win by scoring points, I'm not taking Dak. I'm sorry. So let's keep going. Hell, Dallas Cowboys on this roster, I'll take Cooper Rush over Dak. How about that? This got a quarterback on his own roster. I'll take over Dak. Daniel Jones taking over Dak. Jalen Hurts, I'm taking over Dak. Washington Commanders, I won't say that I'm taking him over Dak, but he's about the same, right? He's about the same quarterback. Might be a little bit more competitive. Okay, talking about Taylor Heineke. All right, definitely not taking Carson Wentz over Dak. Carson Wentz is another bum, another con artist. Okay, Josh Fields or Justin Fields, taking over Dak. Right, my guy in Detroit. What's his name? My guy that came from the Rams. What's your quarterback's name? Detroit. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Where you at? Let me see. Jared Goff taking him over Dak. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers taking him over Dak. My guy in Minnesota, about the same quarterback. That's a lateral move right there. I don't believe in lateral moves. May as well stick with the dude that already knows the playbook. Right? I'm not taking Kirk Cousins over Dak. Okay? And this is just me. All right. Yeah, Jared Goff. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, so moving to Atlanta, no, they don't have a quarterback. I take over Dak. Carolina Panthers, they don't have a quarterback. I take over Dak. Jameis Winston, on this roster, yeah. Yeah, I take Jameis Winston over Dak. That's a Heisman winner. He won a national championship. He knows how to win. With talent around him like this and coaching, I'll take Jameis Winston over Dak. He's a better talent, better arm talent, better accuracy, right? I'll take him over Dak, right? New Orleans Saints, Taysom Hill, I'm not taking him over Dak. Tom Brady, taking him over Dak. Kyler Murray, yes, taking him over Dak. Los Angeles Rams, Baker Mayfield, and my guy from Dallas, Matt Stafford. Yeah, they won a Super Bowl. Matt Stafford won a Super Bowl. I'm taking him over Dak. Better arm talent than Dak. Better winner. He's a little older, but yet and still, I'll take my chances with him over Dak. Um, let's see. San Francisco 49ers, they got three quarterbacks I take over Dak. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen enough for Trey Lance. Okay. But I take Jimmy G and I take the Purdy kid that played tonight over Dak. I'm sorry. He's just poised, better arm talent, right? Accuracy. I'm taking him over Dak. Right? That guy's a diamond right now. He's got San Francisco rolling as a rookie, and he doesn't have Tony Romo in his ear. He looks like he can sustain what he's doing out there. He just beat a very good Dallas Cowboys football team. Okay, didn't make mistakes, under control, made plays when he needed to. Right. Seattle Seahawks. I'm taking Geno over Dak. Yes, after this season, Geno was the comeback player of the year in my eyes. I don't know who else other than maybe Brett Maher that could even compete with Geno Smith with comeback player of the year this year. Like, yeah. So let me see how many teams was that in the NFC. So we had three teams in the AFC. I'd rather have that I wouldn't take their quarterback over Dak. Only three, and in the NFC, let me see, one, two, three, four. Only so that's seven teams in the NFL. Only seven teams in the entire NFL. I would not rather have, or I would rather have their quarterback. Let me rephrase this. Every team but seven in the NFL would I'd rather have their quarterback over Dak. That says a lot. That says a lot. And we paid that guy 160 million. Con artist. He got us good, didn't he? All them intangibles got us real good. Let me see. I say let Kellen Moore take an AC job. Please, somebody please come get Kellen Moore up out of here, man. With the quickness. Oh my gosh. You have no idea, man. I wish somebody would have snatched him up last year. I definitely want to keep Dan Quinn. I'm nervous. If Dan Quinn leaves, we're in shambles. Tony Pollard injured and Dan Quinn gone, that will leave us in a bad spot. I'm sorry. That's our most dynamic player on offense, our most consistent player all year on offense, right? That we might not even be able to sign next year because of this horrible contract we have with Dak. They'll probably franchise Tony Pollard, I'm guessing, especially with this injury. I don't know. But we'll see how that works out. Noah would like to see Mike McCarthy go and get someone like Sean Payton, but seems like they're going to roll with Mike for at least a few more years. I like Mike McCarthy. I would love to see Sean Payton here in Dallas, man. We know what he could do as a coach. Um, But I got no problem with Mike McCarthy. I think he does a great job as a head coach. Um, Kellen Moore can kick rocks. All right. If there's a weak link in our coaching staff, it is no doubt Kellen Moore. I think Mike McCarthy does a great job getting the team prepared. The team prepared. Hell, every unit played well tonight. Special teams played well tonight. Defense played very good tonight against a very dynamic football team. It is tough to cover Debo, McCarthy, not McCarthy. What's my guy Christian? I can't think of his name right now. It's kind of flustered right now. Um, what is this boy's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Little pistol starter. Uh, this went blank, and I don't even see him on the roster. I figured he'd be up top. There he is, McCaffrey. There he is. It's tough to hold down McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, um, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. Like they got some weapons on that team over there, and we held them to 19 points. Like I said earlier, if you told me we would hold Christian McCaffrey to only 35 yards rushing in this game, and Debo Samuel to only 45 yards receiving in this game, and 56 total yards in this game, I tell you, Dallas Cowboys won that game. But because we have an incapable quarterback, this dude, I'm done with him, man. I'm done with him. So, like I said, anybody that's a Dak Prescott fan at this point, they are anti-Dallas Cowboys. Y'all don't want to see us win. And y'all are the reason why we won't win, because your support is keeping him around. So I need y'all to chill out. If you love the Cowboys, open your eyeballs, quit making excuses for this man, and jump on board the train to get him up out of town. Jump on the train to get him up out of town. We need more. We need more out of our quarterback. Not Kellen Moore. We don't need Kellen Moore, but we need more of our quarterback play. And that's just what that is. That's just what that is. Let me see. I like to hope the Joneses recognize Quinn as a gem of a coach. What they cycle through to get there, Ryan, Kip. So I would love to see Jerry Jones, and I forget, I was talking with somebody the other day, but it was a great idea. I think they should go ahead and offer him a Jason Garrett type contract to stay around here as the potential replacement, or the eventual replacement for Mike McCarthy whenever that time comes. I love Mike McCarthy. I love Dan Quinn. Together they are awesome. We just need to find that piece on offense. And he might already be in the building. He might already be in the building, from what I understand. So um Schottenheimer, I think his name is already in the building. So we'll see what happens there, man. We'll see what happens. Kellen Moore was from Jason Garrett's staff. So I'd love to see him gone. A very overrated coordinator. Yeah. Kellen Moore was Dak's uh in the depth chart. He was over Dak before he broke his leg. And then Dak took over the team and he decided to go into coaching. So, he's a glorified Jason Garrett all over again. Okay. He is the most winningest college quarterback in the history of the NCAA. Kellen Moore is that from Boise State. So I respect that. But he never won a championship. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Stephen A is gonna have a field day. Yeah, I already saw he's got a video posted up, man. And I can't stand hearing Stephen A. And it sucks that Michael Irvin They got the playmaker looking bad out here. So defending Whack Prescott, man. Like there ain't nothing to defend at this point. Nothing to defend. And all you Cowboy haters, aka Dak Prescott fans out there, may God rest your souls, man, because y'all are doing us no justice by continuing to support this man whatsoever. Whatsoever. I can't wait to hear what Shady McCoy has to say. Of all people, didn't think I'd be a fan of him and his takes. I gotta listen to him. I haven't heard much of what he has to say. Shady out there defending Cooper Rush all season. Yeah, man. Hell, how can you not defend Cooper Rush? Right? He came in here, went 4-1. Okay. Like if there was any consistency in this organization, Dak wouldn't have gotten his job back. Cooper Rush had us rolling. You know what I'm saying? And he lost to a very good Philadelphia Eagles team, and he played well against them. He played well against them. He made a few mistakes, but that was his first like really big game. He beat the Bengals earlier this year. How could you not go back to this guy? Kellen Moore was a better play caller when Cooper Rush was in the game. Like all around, we were a better team when Cooper Rush was playing. So, I don't know. I don't know why he didn't come back in the game. I think we exposed the Niners today and lost to ourselves. The Cowboys gonna cowboy. Absolutely. I I don't know how much we exposed the 49ers. We're just really good on defense. I don't think Philly has the defense that we have. I called it a week before last on the show that I felt that it would be a San Francisco 49ers and Cincinnati Bengals Super Bowl matchup. And obviously, I didn't think the Cowboys were going to get through the Niners. Period. I mean, what reason do I have to believe that Dak can actually beat a good team? When did Dak last beat a good team? Let's check this out. Let's look this up real quick. Dak Prescott versus 500 teams versus over 500 teams. How about that? Not 500 teams versus over 500 teams. Okay. Okie dokie. That's Cowboys. I ain't saying nothing about the Steelers. I said over 500 teams, man. Let me see. Dak Prescott, not Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott record against teams over 500. All right. I need to look this up. I don't know if I'm gonna find this right now. I'm gonna check him out, Lewis. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check out Shady McCoy. But what I do know is that Dak is piss poor against teams with a 500 record. Piss poor. Dak is a bully. Dak is a bully. I'm gonna call Dak a bully. He beats bad teams, and he loses to anybody that's a threat. And if you're good, call it a night. You can bank on the Cowboys losing that game. Stat Muse. Let's check him out. Oh man, this is horrible stats right here. Stat Muse, what you doing, bruh? What are you doing? You're usually pretty solid. Dak Prescott record against winning teams. December of 2022 is when this article came out. I'm gonna have an answer for you here shortly. Look at there. Since entering the NFL in 2016, Dak Prescott is 18-24. 18-24. He's got a 428 winning percentage against teams that finished the season with a winning record. Jeez Louise. In 2020, Dak Prescott was 0-3 against winning teams as a starting quarterback. He was 2-6 in 2019 against winning teams as a starting quarterback. 2018, he was 3-4. 2021, he was 5-4. Okay. And let's understand, he beat the Eagles, which was a bad team, the Patriots, which was a pretty bad team. He beat the Eagles twice. All right. He beat the Saints and he beat the Chargers. I don't respect any of those wins. Okay. Like I started to dive. This is what this article says. I'll read it straight up. The reason for QB wins against winning teams. He said, I started to dive into the stat for every quarterback because the new hot argument is to say that a certain quarterback didn't beat any good teams. I often see people use this argument to say players like Kirk Cousins and Matthew Stafford are not good and just put up empty stats. At the end of the day, there's much more to the story. First off, and most importantly, quarterback wins are team statistics. Secondly, very few quarterbacks in the NFL have a winning record against teams who finish the season above 500 in the league. Man, I bet the quarterbacks that do win championships and go deep in the playoffs. See every QB's record against winning teams. Yeah, I'd love to see. My boy Joe Burrow, right? But anyway, enough of that. We know that Dak does not beat good teams. We understand that. Right? So, as I stated already, if you're a Dak fan, you are a Cowboys hater. You don't want to win a championship. You're okay with being below average. You're okay with just sucking, bro. Like the guy's just what has he done good for us, man? What has Dak Prescott done good for the Dallas Cowboys? He's been consistently bad for the Dallas Cowboys. All right. I was talking with Everson Walls on the show a couple weeks ago, and I was like, look, bro, like, why? Everson said he would, except for the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, he would rather have Dak Prescott. And like we just went through a second ago, there was only 7 teams, only 7 that I'd choose Dak instead of that quarterback. And some teams had 2. Some teams had 3 quarterbacks I'd rather have than Dak Prescott. And tell me this, and I will say this about Kellen Moore. So we have a guy on our team that is a Pro Bowler on special teams, most dynamic returner on the team or in the NFL. A couple times tonight, he got us in great field position. Got us out to the 35, 38-yard line on one run. Got us close to the 50 on another run, another kickoff return. How do we not find a way to make plays for Turpin? How do we not find a way to make plays for Turpin? I can tell you one thing. If Turpin was on the Kansas City Chiefs, they'd have a whole package for that guy. They'd find a way to get that guy to football. Right? And still, we only let this guy touch the ball on punts and kickoffs. Bruh, like, let's find a way to get this dude the football in his hands. Why wouldn't you? If I'm Turpin, I'm pissed off. If I'm Turpin, I'm just trying to get as much good film as possible just so I can get on another team and leave these guys that are not using me. This guy was the USFL MVP, and it wasn't just for kickoff returns. So why aren't we finding ways to get this guy involved in our offense? I don't understand that. Anybody got an answer for me? I don't get it. Let me see. T.Y. was wide open for most of the game, and Dak doesn't see wide open receivers because he knows who he's throwing to pre-snap, and he stares him down, and the defense picks it off. Like, there's no surprise here. Everybody knows where Dak is going with the football, especially the guys on the other side of the field. You know how you coach against Dak? Hey, watch the quarterback's eyes. That's the only time all season long we're gonna tell you to do this. To look in the backfield and watch the quarterback is when we play the Cowboys. Cornerbacks. Start out in press coverage, back up to the first down marker, and watch the quarterback's eyes. He's gonna take you straight to the football. Linebackers. Once you finish reading run, once you understand it's a pass, get your depth, watch the quarterback's eyes. He's gonna take you straight to the play. Dak Prescott plays like a seventh grade quarterback. He plays the position like a junior high quarterback, man. There is nothing high level about what he does. He's an average runner, very indecisive runner of the football now. He's still scared and thinking about his broken leg, making business decisions out there. Accuracy is below average. Arm strength, average. Release, below average. Accuracy, again, below average. Like, there's nothing that he pre-snap read, below average. We're fine with a below average quarterback. Every time we line up a shotgun within our 20, with our end zone to our back, I'm thinking pick six. He almost did it again tonight. Luckily, the linebacker dropped the pass, bro. Luckily, the linebacker dropped the pass. Dak has kept you guys relevant. Twinkie 49ers. What are you talking about? We already know you don't like the Cowboys. You know who kept us relevant? Cooper Rush. When we came into the season 0-1, and Cooper Rush got us to what, 5-1, and then we were ultimately 5-2 after we lost to possibly the best team in the league, most complete team in the league, the Philadelphia Eagles. Who kept us relevant was Cooper Rush. Who keeps us in games that we should be blowing people out is Dak Prescott, with making the mistakes that he makes. So Twinkie 49ers, I don't expect you to say anything positive here. Like, come on, bro. You're a Cowboys fan. You just as bad as these Dak fans. You like seeing us lose. If I was any other team in the quarter, and if I was rooting for any other team in the NFL, I'd be rooting for Dak to stay with the Cowboys too. Period. Yeah, he's also lost crucial games like tonight. He has nothing to show for 7. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I don't know how anybody can have faith in Dak Prescott. What does he do well besides post-game interviews? What does Dak Prescott do well on the field? Somebody please give me an answer. If you're a Dak Prescott supporter, please tell me what he does well. Please tell me what he's exceptional at. When the game is going on, what does Dak Prescott do well? Somebody say something. Yeah, he's great at commercials. Sleep Number, sales probably went up. Piss poor playmaking decisions, absolutely. He's bad. He's bad. Other than last week, Maher has also kept the boys in their game. Maher, like I said, is our comeback player of the year. I can forgive Maher for those past 2 games. The yips are tough to overcome. I can tell you what, he made his last attempt tonight. He got us to 12 points. Right? I don't think he missed all season. I think he might have missed 1 field goal over 50 yards this year, and it was like an extremely long kick, 60 plus. I saw him make 2 60 plus field goals in a row earlier this year after there was a timeout called. So I'm not down on Brett Maher. He's been consistent all season long. He has been automatic all season long. So enough of that. In the game hype, yep. I tell you, Dak Prescott's the best at the salsa dance that he does. We talked about that already. Yeah, his press conferences, man. I'm tired of hearing his same old stupid buzzword speeches, man. Dak Prescott brings nothing to the table. How do we get rid of him? Whoever his agent is the Cowboys need to sign him to a multi-year contract because he did a hell of a job talking them into signing Dak with a no trade clause in his contract. I'd rather cut Dak and take that loss and move on. If I'm in the front office, I'm seriously trying to figure out how I can cut Dak and move forward. Get us another quarterback in here. We can't trade him, but we can cut him. There is not a no cut clause, but the dude gives me bubble guts, man. Every time I see every Sunday, I look forward to the Cowboys playing until I see number 4 on that first play, on that first drive. Then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. This dude's back. I got nothing to look forward to. How many pick sixes are we throwing today? How many late balls over the middle are we gonna throw today? How many inaccurate wide receiver screens are we gonna throw today? The dude can't even throw an accurate pass to the right or to the it's everything he throws is all over the place, man. Like, come on. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm asking, we got some people watching right now. I'm asking anybody, please tell me what Dak Prescott does well during the football game. I'm looking for a comment. I'm looking for a comment. I don't understand why we get T.Y. Hilton just to leave him wide open and throw it to CD double covered. CD needs help, so he won't consistently be double covered. CD gets thrown to in triple coverage. Why? Again, because Dak decides who he's throwing to when the play is called. He doesn't read the defense. He knows where he's going with it, and he's going to stare him down. Like, I don't know what he's looking at when he's going back watching game film because he's not learning anything. He's not learning anything. 7 years without sniffing the NFC Championship game. This is it. Yeah, man. I hope we somehow get Lamar Jackson. I would love to get Lamar Jackson. That's not going to happen, though. They're going to franchise that guy. This is the Dak Prescott we're going to get. He can't lead us to the Super Bowl. No doubt he can't lead us to the Super Bowl. I'd rather have Rodgers or Brady than Dak. I would too, Joe. No doubt. In all honesty, I'd rather get rid of Zeke before Dak, to be honest. Nope. I'd rather keep Zeke and get rid of Dak. No doubt about it. Zeke was not the reason we lost this game. You want to know why Zeke can't run the ball? Let me tell you why Zeke can't run the ball. Because defenses know that Dak can't pass the ball. So they stack the box on running downs and they dare Dak to throw the ball. They hope Dak throws the ball. They take away Zeke in hopes that Dak tries to throw the football. That's why Zeke can't run. He's always playing against stacked linebackers. He's always playing against a safety coming down, loading the box up. And then when we do have, five in the box, 6 in the box, we pass the ball. Dak, call an audible, bro. You're a $160 million quarterback. You don't have the freedom to call an audible to a run play when you see that the defense is in an alignment that we can take advantage of? Like, what's up? I don't get it. Somebody talk to me. Some good throws like the bomb to CeeDee Lamb and T.Y. Hilton. The bomb to CeeDee Lamb tonight was not a good throw. A good throw, CD would have scored a touchdown on that pass because he had the man beat by 3 yards. But what happens? Dak severely underthrows the pass. CD has to pump the brakes all the way down and come back and make a play on the ball where he had the guy burned. Daccuracy. That's the definition of daccuracy. An inaccurate pass that somehow gets completed. Daccuracy. Guys having to make plays and put their careers on the line because this quarterback can't hit the broadside of a barn. Again, Michael Gallup got his man beat. Man's behind him. Where does Dak throw the ball? Way the hell over here. Dog, put the ball towards the middle of the field near the hash. We got a hell of a play. Instead, we got nothing. Time and time again. That's just what it is. No defense is scared of Dak Prescott. You dang skippy on that. Dak does not have to put your team on. Dak does not have that put your team on your back mentality. No, he don't have the mentality or the skill set. He don't have that ability to put the back on his team. Teams want to see Dak try to put the team on his back. That's a win, bro. Like that, he's not a good quarterback. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. I wish to God we would have seen Cooper Rush come out at halftime with the ball in his hands. I think we could have won. I don't know. Z can't run anymore. He's washed. Nobody can run against 8 in the box consistently. Coming downhill. Nobody can. So I'm not putting that solely on Zeke. What Zeke does his job. Zeke keeps us moving forward. Zeke rarely gets hit behind the backfield. Unless, again, we got 8 in the box with a blitz coming at us. And what can we do about that? Why do they do that? Because Dak isn't a threat. All Zeke got to do is average 3 yards a carry. He keeps us on schedule and on pace. Zeke does his job. Dak does not, in my opinion. When was the last time Zeke ran for over 10 yards? That's not Zeke's job anymore. Zeke's job is to get us in 3rd and short. Right? 3rd and 4. Zeke does that time and time again. Zeke, you give me 3 to 5 yards and continue to pound this defense to where in the second half, they don't want Zeke coming downhill and hitting them anymore. And now we put Pollard in, and Pollard gets that big burst and that big run. Zeke and Pollard are a great duo together. Definition of lightning and thunder. The Pollard injury tonight was huge because he's been Dak's outlet all season. When Dak's one read is covered, he slings it out to Pollard, and that guy's going to make a play. Period. So that sucks that Pollard got hurt tonight. Straight up. Let me see. Jerry Jones made a deal back in 1995. Look it up. What deal you talking about, man? Defense did their job. They put Dak. Yep, defense always shows up, man. Like I said, if you told me we was going to hold Christian McCaffrey to 35 yards rushing and Deebo Samuel to 45 yards receiving, I'm going to tell you that the Cowboys should have won that game. Period. That George Kittle play over the middle, that hurt us, man. I wish Diggs would have gone for the ball or done something other than his Deion Sanders-esque tackle, where he just kind of just throws his body out there. It's not good. It was a horrible throw to Gallup. Dak would have thrown at least 5 interceptions today. The 49ers would have been able to catch those picks. Yep, agreed. We had running recession. Yeah, we had running success when Rush was in because Rush would hit receivers downfield. He was an actual passing threat. So teams had to account for his ability to throw the football downfield to the receivers. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a guy that can throw the football. It's exactly what happens when you have a guy that throws the football. Come on, man. It opens up the defense. It allows everybody to run the football. It allows your entire offense to play well. You can't just take one thing away and say, hey, beat me over the top, because Cooper Rush will beat you over the top because he gets rid of the ball on time and in a good space for the receiver to catch the ball and run. We haven't seen our receivers catch the ball and run since Dak has been back in the game. Period. Jeez Louise. Should have got Odell Beckham. He would have made plays. He's not going to make plays either because Dak can't get the ball to him on time. And in a position for him to catch it and make any type of play forward. Like, it don't matter who's a receiver. Odell Beckham's not better than Amari Cooper. Why'd they bring Amari? They got rid of Dez Bryant because they said, oh, we need great route runners. Well, you go get Amari Cooper and you let him go. Why you get rid of Amari Cooper? Because Dak can't get him the ball. Dak can't get anybody the ball in a spot to make a play. Every time CD Lamb is catching a rock, he's having to shake defenders off of him immediately because he got it too late. And somewhere he's having to stretch and make a play, man. Like, come on, man. All you Dak fans out there, man, y'all are Cowboys haters. Y'all don't want to see us win. If you supporting Dak, you don't want to see us win. I don't care. It ain't no black and white thing. It ain't about that. It's about winning. It's about championships right here. You see that? That's 1993, baby. I'm real with it. I'm real with it. So I'm gonna call out Dak. You feel me? I don't care about any of that other BS, bro. Dak is not what that is. Jones said the third Super Bowl I was a part of, I made a deal with the man upstairs. I said, God, if you let me win the Super Bowl, I'll never ask for another one again. I've been trying to back out that deal ever since. I mean, God knows your heart. God knows he won another Super Bowl. But we ain't going to get one with Dak at quarterback. Indianapolis, we suck too, but at least we can draft a QB. Man, I wish we look, we're in a good position. Like, I hope we do draft a quarterback this year. You know, we're pretty solid all around. We'll probably go get us another linebacker or something, another cornerback. But Anthony Brown going down this season, I was trying to tell y'all earlier, Anthony Brown was having a great season for us before he got injured. You know, playing opposite of Diggs, you're gonna get picked on. People are gonna try you. And Anthony Brown was having a solid season. That injury really hurt us, but that's not what hurt us tonight. That's not what hurt us tonight. Deebo Samuel, like I said, only had 45 yards receiving tonight. Christian McCaffrey only had 35 yards rushing tonight. My other guy, the other running back, only had 54 yards rushing tonight. Cowboys defense. If I'm the Cowboys defense, bro, like I am not talking to Dak Prescott all offseason. I'm not talking to Dak Prescott in training camp. I'm asking for the whole half of the locker room of defense to not even have to look at Dak Prescott, bro. Like, I'm blaming everything on you, Dak, if I'm on the Dallas Cowboys defense. That's just what it is. This dude's out here throwing pickoffs, taking sacks. Like, what is going on, bro? Hold on. Stop with the cap. Hold on. Let me read through these real quick. As you said, proof is in the pudding. Shady calls it the eyeball test. Yeah, the eyeball test. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we called it last week on the show, too. Trade Prescott to the Raiders. We can't trade Prescott to the Raiders. We can't. He's got a no trade clause. Con man sabotaged us. Why am I tripping? Because Dak is horrible, bro. All right, Mr. Kevin Abreu. You tell me, Kevin Abreu, what does Dak do well? What does Dak do good on the football field? You tell me. You capping. You tell me what he does well. You tell me what Dak does well. All right? You tell me what Dak Prescott does well on the football field. I'll tell you what he does well. Absolutely nothing, bro. He probably calls the play very well in the huddle. Outside of that, nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing. Let me see. Glad you got to see the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. I would assume most of it, not all of us, haven't seen the Cowboys. Man, that's so sad. That was such a great era. Jimmy Johnson, the Cowboys, man. So I saw the Cowboys go 1-15 and win a Super Bowl 3 years later. How about that? You know how hyped we were around Dallas? You want to see the city of Dallas, like the Mavs winning the championship ain't nothing like the Cowboys winning the championship. That Super Bowl parade was off the chain. Like, to the bowl, y'all, to the bowl. We used to have songs around here going hard on the radio. Like, my gosh, man. Ain't nothing like it. And I feel bad for any and everybody that hadn't had the opportunity to witness the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. It is amazing. NFL is completely different. The NFL is exciting when we have a Super Bowl level. We got a Super Bowl level team right now. Our quarterback just ain't Super Bowl level. Let me see. Dak is in the same category as Wentz and Carr. Carr is above Dak. Carr is above Wentz. Carr was an exceptional quarterback when he had a solid coach and a solid staff around him just last year. Okay. He got this new regime in with this new stuff coming in. And it's hard to not know a system. His backup, Stidham, came over to the Raiders from the Patriots with the McDaniels already knew he wanted Derek Carr to not be he already knew he wanted Stidham to be a starting quarterback. Right? So it's tough to learn a whole new system this late in your career. Like, come on. Y'all got to understand what's going on. There's more to it than just what's on the surface here, right? Of course, Stidham is going to have a more success in a system that he already knows, that he's been playing in since he came into the league. Derek Carr would have beat the San Francisco 49ers today if he was our quarterback on the Dallas Cowboys. I'll tell you that much right now. Right now. Draft a quarterback from Notre Dame called Sam Hartman because we need to draft a quarterback in the NFL draft for our Dallas Cowboys 2023. So, I'm a Notre Dame fan all the way. I don't know who Sam Hartman is. He wasn't our quarterback last year, so I would not advise the Cowboys to draft anybody from Notre Dame right now. I haven't seen that guy. Maybe I'll go check him out. But I love Notre Dame. That's my favorite team in all of sports. I don't have any Notre Dame paraphernalia in here right now, but I got all the Notre Dame jerseys, jackets, hats. Like, that's my squad. Like, just straight up. That goal caught my eye when I was a young buck, so that's still my favorite team. The game-defining moment was that 4th and 4 when they decided to go for it. If they scored a field goal, it would have been 9-6. I don't think that's a game-defining moment. I think the 2 interceptions that they got 6 points off of, well, we could have, like I said, Dak threw 2 picks, turned into 6 points. Take those 2 picks away, 49ers now have what? 13 points. Okay? One of those picks, I believe were we in scoring position? I believe we were in scoring position on one of those pickoffs, right? So you turn that pickoff into a field goal, now you got a final score of 15-12. So, yeah, that's what that was. Let me see. Read my comment. Let me see. Where you at, Cowboy Nation? Let me see. Draft a quarterback. Yeah. Okay. I read your comment, bro. But Pollard got injured in the next play. Dak threw a pick thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We were in scoring position then. We were in scoring position when Dak threw that pick. You trade that pick for 3 points. We at 15, right? And we're at 15. You take away those 2 picks, like I said, they're at 13 points. You take away those 2 interceptions. That's 15-13 Cowboys. But no, Dak got to stare down dudes and throw balls away. Make bad passes, make bad decisions. Let me see. Did you leave another comment, bro? I'm pretty sure I read it. All right, no, I'm just not getting caught up. My fault. I think the Cowboys should draft Archie Manning. See, we're gonna have to lose some games to draft that dude. We're gonna have to lose a lot of games to draft that dude. No excuses for Dak. Yeah, Dak is horrible, and I'm tired of. I feel like a broken record saying it every week, and got people arguing with me, blaming Kellen Moore for Dak's performance. Kellen Moore ain't taking those snaps. Yeah, dog. Give Lamar Jackson this team, he would have carried. Yeah, absolutely. Lamar Jackson would have carried this team. Cool MJ pick in the back. I appreciate that, man. It's MJ and Kobe, baby. Legends. Sam Hartman is a quarterback in Notre Dame. Check him out. I need to check him out, bro. I need to check him out. He wasn't a quarterback this past season. We had Young Buck. He's in the transfer portal, though. Our starting quarterback from last year, number 10. Is Brock Purdy valid then? Mr. Irrelevant going to the NFC Championship, and he's only a rookie. Brock Purdy has been valid, bro. He was valid at Iowa State. He was valid at Iowa State. Iowa State was a threat when that man was out there. Iowa State, yeah, those guys. Y'all do your research, man. I remember him from the Big 12, bro. No rookie has ever made it to the Super Bowl. Eagles will kill the 49ers 50-34. I don't know about that. I don't know about the rookies. I think didn't Ben Roethlisberger make it to the Super Bowl when he was a rookie? I'm pretty sure he won the Super Bowl as a rookie, didn't he? Did Ben Roethlisberger win Super Bowl in rookie season? Sam Hughes was drafted by the Steelers. So let me see. Yeah, I think he won his rookie year, didn't he? How many rookie quarterbacks have won the Super Bowl? Yeah, bro. Big Ben did, dog. Don't play with me. NFL, no. Oh, okay. In fact, no rookie quarterbacks ever made a Super Bowl. Rookie quarterbacks ever made a championship Super Bowl. These include Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco. Rookie quarterbacks have a loaded thing. Okay, gotcha. I guess he won in his second year, something like that. Big Ben, youngest QB to ever win a Super Bowl. He was just 23 years old in 2006. Okay, so I guess Ben wasn't a rookie that year. I thought he was a rookie that year though. Let me see. Why are they showing a picture of this guy right here? Okay, that's news to me. That's news to me. I thought Big Ben was possibly the only one that did it, but I guess not. Let me see. Get Lamar Jackson his team. Yep. 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 I don't know about that though. Have you talked to the Cowboys 1980? What about the 1980 Cowboys? I had Drew Pearson on the, or not Drew Pearson, had Everson Walls on my podcast last episode that we posted. So you can check that out. It was a fun show, man. He talked about how he's defined by the by the catch from Clarkie and the 49ers when they lost in that AFC Championship game. Everson Walls has the 13th most interceptions in NFL history, bro. More than Dion, right? I think he has 57 interceptions or something like that, but people remember him. Then he was cut by Jimmy Johnson and went on to win the Super Bowl with the Giants the next season. Pretty crazy. Stop making excuses. The Niners are better. Bro, come on, Vega. Ain't nobody making excuses, dog. I'm telling you, Dak sucks. That's a fact. Ain't nobody making no excuses. I ain't say we lost because of this. We lost because of Dak, because we got a horrible quarterback. So if you want to call that an excuse, whatever you want to call it, bro. It is what it is. The Niners, bro, whatever, bro. Ain't all that. Y'all got a solid defense, but bro, like it ain't like y'all just came out here and beat our ass. Come on now. Y'all boys barely had anything going on offense. Y'all had George Kittle making circus catches. All right. Other than that, McCaffrey, Renford, 35 yards, bro. Okay. Debo Samuel caught 45 yards, had 45 yards receiving. So don't come in here. That's cap, bro. So yeah, we had bad quarterback play. Period. How about that? We was at the 18-yard line, bro, and they had all it was running. Yep, 3 points, man. 3 points. These losses fall in Dak's hands. Yep. Every loss falls in Dak's hands as far as I'm concerned. But whatever. Cowboy haters like to blame Kellen Moore, aka Dak fans. Dan Quinn, head coach for our Dallas Cowboys. Nah, we good, man. I'm telling y'all, Mike McCarthy solid, bro. Dan Quinn, we need to let him do what he does best and run that defense, man. Straight up. The running gag this year about the Charger are gonna what? This year about the Charger are going to Charger. Same for the Cowboys. Oh yeah. Give them enough time and the Cowboys will cowboy. Especially with Dak at the saddle, bro. Yeah. Cowboys are gonna mess up when Dak is gonna Dak. How about that? We're not gonna say Cowboys are gonna cowboy because the Cowboys played well, but Dak did Dak. Absolutely. Um Chargers at least had 27 points. Lead at one point. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Dak cost us this game and every other game that we've lost. Cowboys 1980 is a YouTuber. He does Cowboys content after the games. He does like live halftime and post game lives. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta check him out then. That's it. Okay, that's a YouTuber. I gotta check him out. I gotta check him out. Maybe talk with him, chop it up with him on the show or something. Let's go Niners, and now it's time for you guys to cry. Whatever, bro. Ain't nobody crying. I'm just crying. I ain't even crying. I'm just pissed off Dak as our quarterback, bro. That's all. That's all I'm saying, red on red. I know how y'all get down up there in Candlestick Park or wherever y'all play, how y'all kill people in the bathroom. Like, I ain't tripping. But at least man. We classy down here, bro. I ain't saying nothing about the Niners, bro, other than the fact that they didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. How about that? You good with that? I'm good with that. And hats off to y'all. Y'all keep moving on and do what you do. I hope you beat Philly because I hate the Eagles. All right. How about that? Eagles gonna run the score on y'all. They got a good secondary, unlike the Cowboys. Our secondary didn't lose us this game. Like, what y'all talking about? We don't have a good secondary all of a sudden. What are y'all talking about? Like, come on now. Y'all, the eye test. Y'all come on now. Look, man, when you got Mr. Three and out, like constantly putting our defense on the field, these dudes aren't machines, bro. They're human beings. They're gonna tire out at some point. All right. If I'm on the football field for 8 minutes, all right, and then we get off the field and then we're right back on it in 5 minutes, bro. Like, that's no break. Like 5 actual minutes. Mr. Three and out is, notorious for coming in, incomplete pass, short run, incomplete pass, punt. Like, that's our offense majority of the time when Dak is on offense, unless we're playing against a bad team. Then he bullies on a bad team. That's it. Weird, I've been out here telling you guys the only way you guys could win is to sit Dak. Duh, yeah, I'm with you, red on red. I've been saying that. You all thought you would beat the Niners. That's what's up. Yeah, we thought we had a chance. Look, I say this. My expectations were to lose to the Niners. And I can only speak for myself because of who we have at quarterback. That's the only reason why. But everywhere else on the field, bro, other than Debo Samuel, I think Debo is the only player on y'all's team I would take, bro. How about that? Over our guys and your quarterback. How long that got left? Man, he's got 2 more years on this bad con man contract. It's horrible, bro. I can't believe. Like I said, MVP is Dak's agent. Dak did this at MSU. Nothing will change. Yeah, he got him to number one, and then got his face stomped out for the rest of the season. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we got beat by a rookie. We didn't get whooped by a rookie. Come on, man. Watch your vernacular, bro. Um, Truth is, we gave y'all the game. Those 2 interceptions did it. And it's not like those guys made spectacular plays. We had one guy tip a ball into the other guy's lap. Okay, and then Dak just threw the ball right to the cornerback 45 seconds late on the play. So it's not like y'all's guys just came out here and made some excellent plays. No, it's not what happened. Let's be real. Cowboys blow out Bucks and thought you would do the same to the Niners. No, nobody. I didn't think that. And now saying we beat ourselves. Come on, man. No, nobody said that. Like, what are you talking about, Garza? Like, have you listened to anything that I've said, bro? I said the Dallas Cowboys beat a bad team and we went up against a good team and status quo took place. We lost. We lost to a good team. Now, y'all didn't come out here and whoop us, bro. Like, don't even act like that. Bad decisions throwing in double coverage and throwing the ball 35 minutes late. Yeah, that will get you beat. Dude, you sure you want San Fran to beat Philly? Dallas loves bragging about the Angel Fire. Yeah, I want San Francisco to beat Philly because they ain't gonna beat Cincinnati. How about that? Yeah. Cowboys got two Pro Bowl corners. Yep, we do. And one of them's hurt, unfortunately. Yeah, nobody said that. Yeah, I don't know where Red on Red is getting. We thought we was gonna beat the 49ers, right? We know who we are, right? I feel like you surprised about who y'all are. Okay. Do I think y'all are gonna beat Philly? I hope y'all beat Philly because I hate Philly. But do I think y'all will beat them? No, I don't. I can't see y'all going into Philly this time of year and beating them. Y'all know how West Coast teams do against East Coast teams. It don't work out very well when you got to travel. Okay, especially if y'all got the early game, it ain't gonna work out too well. But I know they got a much better quarterback than we do. I know they got a gamer over there. I know they got a guy that can throw the ball accurately and is not afraid to pull that thing down and run upfield. So yeah, I think Philly's gonna beat y'all. But do I want y'all to beat Philly? Yeah, just because I hate Philly. Oh, you say Blaine and Diggs? Blaine had a really good season this year. I like Brown. I still like Brown. Unfortunately, he was injured. But Blaine, that's a good rookie, man. Looking forward to seeing what he does. Hey, 24 is a good rookie, too. He's got some good size on him, man. Gotta look out for that guy. Delusional Cowgirl fans. Michael Green. Whoever you are, bro, whatever. Delusional about what, bro? Like, you're a Cowboy hater for real. You gotta be a Dak fan coming in here saying stuff like that. Cowboys got an outstanding defensive backfield, real talk. Exactly. Like people just come in here with no acumen whatsoever when it comes to football, just spatting stuff. But that's I appreciate it. Thanks for joining the conversation. Come back anytime, bro. 11 should give for a gut check. 11, 90, 95, 7, 26, 27, 94, 92, 55. They all need to give for a gut check. All of them. Need to hem that dude up. Straight up. Out here. You taking food off my plate, bro. Like we should be getting another check next week. But instead, you out here playing like a seventh grader. Dak Prescott is a cancer. Call it what you want. It is what it is. Dallas defense did good. Absolutely, they did. You aren't important enough for what? I don't know what you're talking about, Michael Green. I appreciate the you gotta have somebody in here just talking smack for no reason with no insight. Yeah, exactly what I thought. Bro said nothing delusional. I literally gave 49ers credit. Yeah. I don't even know if Michael Green is a 49er fan or not. I think he's just in here talking smack. James Dukes, that gotta go. Hope they bring A-Rod in. Man, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. We can't trade him. We can only cut him. I'm not sure, as far as the salary cap, everything that I don't know how much that would impact our salary cap, cutting Dak at this point. But hell, it's worth it to me. Hell, we ain't even got to cut him. Just put him on the bench, bro. Put a clipboard in his hand. Pay him to hold a clipboard and be a backup. Best year of his life was when he was a backup, his rookie season. With that being said, I don't think the Niners can beat the Eagles or the Bengals. They definitely can't beat the Bengals. I hope they beat the Eagles because I don't want to see the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but they definitely can't beat the Bengals. Cowboy fans. Michael Green, who do you like? Who are you a fan of? The devil? Like, come on, bro. You just in here causing mess, bro, for no reason. Like, what's your point? Who you root for, Michael Green? Let's talk about that. Do you even watch football? What do you have to add to this conversation? Yeah, he's in here talking smack. I appreciate you, Michael. I appreciate you. Well, Cowboy fans, you said we ain't beat no one in the last 12 straight games. So now that we beat you, does that mean we beat someone good? Well, I didn't say that, so I don't know who you're addressing right now, Randall. But y'all didn't beat a good quarterback, right? Y'all won the game. I'll give you credit, whatever. Um, we gave you some interceptions, throwing in double coverage, throwing the ball. I think Dak just released that second pick like 5 minutes ago. So obviously your cornerback, jumped that route pretty good. But whatever. If we have another quarterback, we win the game. It is what it is, but we don't, so y'all win. Give it to you. Can't really say nothing else. I hope y'all win next week. Do you think we should bring in Aaron? I don't because I like Mike McCarthy, and I don't think him and Aaron Rodgers get along very well. I think that'd be pointless, man. I think that'd be pointless. I think our best bet would be to go out and draft a rookie. We don't have we don't have many holes on our team other than at the quarterback position. Um, I think we have some pretty decent quarterbacks coming out this season this year in the draft. So I'd love to go out and draft a quarterback, man. Maybe two. Yeah, let's go get Mike White. Bring him back to Dallas. How about that? How about that? First half, Cowboys defense looked strong. Second half, they looked tired. You want to know why they tired? Mister Three and Out kept them on the field, bro. Like he kept our defense on the field all season long against good teams. Mister Three and Out gives our defense 2.5 minute breaks, and they're right back on the field. So yeah. Yet and still, 49ers only rushed for what 119 yards or something like that. Let me see. Rushing, 113 yards rushing. 49ers averaged 3.5 yards rushing the football, averaged 7.4 yards passing the football. Okay. They only had a total of 312 yards in this game. Okay. So it's not like they just came out here and dominated us. So get out of here with all the craziness, okay? Our defense did what they were supposed to do. Our offense let them down again. Is what it is. Um, Cowboys fans and real Cowboys fans. Yeah, I'm a real Cowboy fan, and I know you know, we have some issues in house at the quarterback position. Mike be one. Me Mike be gone. No, Mike McCarthy ain't going nowhere, man. I'm telling you that right now. That dude, he's in the Jones family for the most part. It seems like look like Steven. It's my birthday on the 28th, and I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. I'm gonna be 27. That's the same old BS. Oh, sorry about that, Lily. I'm sorry. I wish you could have been a part of the good old days when we were winning Super Bowls and you could have seen what that looked like. But you were a baby last Super Bowl championship. So one of these days, one of the next year, right? AY would be a better upgrade with that defense. Yeah, I'd love to have him. I just don't know how great him and McCarthy would work together. And if we're just chasing a Super Bowl, then yeah, just bring him in for a season, see what happens. But I mean, he's got to learn a whole new offensive scheme. Really, we just need to really get rid of Kellen Moore and move on. Move on from him and Dak. And you're right. If Prescott doesn't throw two picks and your best player didn't get hurt, game probably be a lot different. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Our most dynamic player on offense broke his leg tonight. I feel so bad for him because he doesn't have a contract next year. We'll see what happens, man. I hope to God we get him back. That might be the only thing that gets Pollard back in a Cowboys uniform next year is the fact that he broke his leg, and nobody might want to take a chance on him. So sucks, bro. That sucks. It's all good. Off topic, but do you think Deion Sanders will be a good? Oh, absolutely, man. Deion Sanders is a football guy, man, and he's a player's coach. He demands respect out of these kids. He didn't rely on his gift. He worked really hard at everything that he did. So he's a great leader. and he knows how to win. Um, y'all see that the recruiting class went from like 68 to 16, and it's still going up. Like they're gonna get recruits in there. If I'd have played for Dion, like I would have loved to play for Dion. They're gonna get the best of the best. NIL deals, everything. People want to be a part of that program. Wherever Dion is, people are going to want to be a part of that program. Cut Zeke, sign Benny Snell for a pounding running back. She would do more than Zeke and for a lot less money. Again, like I'm not against Zeke. I think Zeke does his job. We just need Zeke to get 3.5 yards a carry and keep us on schedule. Keep those tough yards, beat that defense up, and allow Pollard to come in and break one. Right? Change of pace. So I love what Zeke does. He's not the same runner that he was, obviously. He doesn't have that burst. He seems a little heavy. I see him slipping oftentimes. He had a really good run. He got stopped in the backfield, had to make that jump cut to the left, boom, and then reached out for that first down. That was a solid run. That's the kind of stuff that Zeke does. He finishes forward often. Rarely will you see Zeke get hit in the backfield. But again, Zeke is running against stacked boxes because nobody believes that Dak is a threat. Dak cannot throw the football downfield accurately. So they dare him to do it by stacking the box, making him make a decision, pressure in his face, running cover two. Like they're not afraid of Dak. So Zeke's job gets harder when Dak is at quarterback. When Cooper rushes at quarterback, a guy that can throw the ball downfield, Zeke actually runs for 100 yards in the game. Matter of fact, let's take a look at that. Let's see what Zeke. Let's see Zeke's output when Cooper Rush was starting quarterback this year. Let's take a look at this here. All right, 2022 rushing regular season, recent games. Let's see all the games. All right, and this is how a quarterback can affect a running back. Okay. Okay. So Zeke, when Cooper Rush was playing quarterback, wow, Zeke didn't have one 100-yard rushing game this season. It's pretty wild. Okay. But he averaged 3.5 yards per play against the Bengals, which Cooper Rush beat the Bengals. All right. Ran for 53 yards against the Bengals, 73 yards against the Giants, averaged 4.9, 49 yards against the Skins, averaged 2.6, and got injured in that game. 78 yards against the Rams, averaged 3.5 yards a carry, and 81 yards against Philly, 6.2 yards a carry. All right. Since Dak came back, 57, 42, 92 against the Giants, whatever. 77 against the Colts, 62 against the Texans, 58 against the Jags, 55 against Philly, 37 yards against Tennessee, 10 yards against Washington, and 27 yards against Tampa Bay, and 26 yards versus the Niners. All right. That's called running against a stacked box. Guys aren't scared of a freaking Dak Prescott, so they can bring everybody up and dare Dak to throw the ball. Horrible. Glad my team won and went against Cowboys. Nasty pass rush will serve us well, I hope, next week. Yeah, man. Cowboys defense balled out, did what they're supposed to do, and still took that L because of Dak. You seen him on that last play? He set him on his pockets. Yeah, I don't know what that last play was, by the way. Good gosh, they was out there playing 7-on-7 backyard football. Got Zeke playing center. He wasn't even an eligible receiver. What is that? Long as Dakota is Dallas quarterback, there won't be no Sean Payton. Ain't gonna be a Sean Payton anyway. And long as Dak is our quarterback, I think I might boycott. I think I might be a Bengals fan now. Yes, he's definitely got good coaches around him. I wish him the best. Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Willis? Oh, yeah, with Dion, yeah, man. Dion saw that. I want to see Ed Reed go out there too. I can't believe Bethune Cookman just fired that man like that. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild scenario out there. 80s and 90s NFC championship between the Niners and Cowboys was considered the Super Bowl since whoever won always won. The actual, yep, very true. Green Bay was in that mix too. Yeah, those were some great games back in the day. Jack Slade, you seen the last play? He said, "Yep, I saw that." I really hope Dan Quinn stay on board. I do too, man. I do too. It's just a matter of whether or not somebody offers him a coaching gig or not. Man, growing up as an Eagles fan, I really enjoyed the Eagles Cowboys and watching Cowboys Niners. Seems like y'all will need to move on from Dak and Jerry Jones. Needs to stop making roster decisions. Yeah, do we need to move on from Dak for dang sure, Terrence? I can say that Jerry's made some pretty good decisions here in the past few years as far as the roster, and I think Jerry has relinquished some of that power to his son, and there's a couple other guys in the front office um, that have done a really good job. Man, we have a hell of a roster, we have a hell of a team. It's just when you got the main dude with the ball in his hands making as many mistakes as we have, you're not gonna do very much, man. Them Niners are some real hitters. Yeah, I'm good with the Niners, man. I'm good with them. I don't hate them like I used to back in the day. Um, they got some players, bro. Yeah, Dan Quinn is a defensive guru. Absolutely. That's why I want him to stay at that defensive coordinator role, man. We need to pay that man well, bro. We need to pay him well. We also need a new offensive coordinator. What play was that? Was Zeke at center, bro? Yeah, I don't even know, man. That seemed like some junior high, like Friday off season play. You know what I'm saying? When it's 500 dudes on the field and anybody can play any position. I don't know what that was. It got blown up though, just like I thought. And the fact that they don't know how to use Turpin on offense is just very that bothers me, man. I need to stop making around excuses. You don't know nothing about football. Jerry's the problem. Dak is the problem, man. I enjoyed the 80s and 90s, man. Love to hate the Cowboys back in the day. I hope 30 years later to get this rivalry back going. Good times. Yeah, man. I love watching the 90s and the Cowboys. It's good football when you see those teams in these big games like this. But back in the gap, they wouldn't meet each other until the championship game. So, you know, is what it is, man. Eagles on top of the East right now. So we gotta get back on our throne, but I'm not gonna do it with Dak. Not we lose every year, especially to y'all. Cowboys are loaded with talent. Just need a QB that won't turn the ball over 2 times a game. Oh my gosh, bro. Tell me about it. Or take sacks when they don't need it and just makes better decisions, period. Um that Dak miss on Gallup. Yep. Horrible, bro. Horrible. Horrible. And that deep ball to CD Lamb, man, when my guy had to slow down all the way just to make it had the guy beat by 3 yards, but he's gotta pump the brakes, man. Like, yeah, that was horrible, bro. Zeke is done. We ran all the juice out of him. We need to draft another back. Yeah, we need to draft another running back. Zeke, he's still good goal line, man. Just can't break tackles like he used to, man. He's going down real easy, kind of like Jason Witten was towards the end of his career. Um, yeah, but I still love Zeke, man. He's still serviceable. He does his job, gets us the 3 yards or carry like he needs to, keeps us on schedule. I'm good with Zeke, not good with Dak. Um, Let me see. I hope Kellen Moore goes somewhere. Yes, please, man. Fred, like tell me something, man. Like, where can we send Kellen Moore, bro? Like, what can we do? Is there a HBCU that we can get to call Kellen? Let's get Bethune Cookman on the line to get Kellen Moore up out of here, man. Something, something, man. I know that, but I guess Dallas fans can be disappointed with the results. Bengal fan, what the yeah, man. I just I can't it's hard for me to see number 4 trot on the field and believe in my team. I don't believe in Dak. Period. I do not believe in Dak Prescott. Kellen Moore won't go to Denver because I don't think John Elway would sign such a bad play caller. Like, I don't know. I don't know what value they would get out of Kellen Moore going to Denver. Like, how do you not find ways to use the talent on your team? Dak is wasting a lot of talent, man, around him. So it is what it is, man. It's getting late, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in, chopping it up with me for a little bit. I'm not too disappointed because this is really what I expected. I didn't expect to win this game. Um, but as I stated in the opening show, if you are a Dak fan, I will now consider you a Cowboys hater. Sleep well, think on that, think about your decisions, and pray that they are much better than Dak's. We'll see y'all later, man. Have a good evening. Go Cowboys. Peace.